What is going on, guys? Miles here, and I didn't know whether I'd actually ever make this video, but here we are. I'm on Black Ops 3 8th Prestige level 55, and in this video I'll be hitting 9th Prestige and showing you guys my stats which I've acquired up to getting 9th Prestige in the game. And the reason I thought I'd never make this is because when Infinite Warfare came out, I was like 8th Prestige level 20, and I was unsure if I'd like ever Prestige again, because obviously Black Ops 3 was kind of outdated by that point. But I've been playing it a lot recently, especially when they've added the bundles, the contracts and stuff. That's been motivating me to play it a lot more, and we're on the road to Master Prestige. I set that target beginning of like 2016, and we might actually get it. I really want to get Master Prestige before COD World War II. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm almost Master Prestige in Zombies as well, just a couple of levels away, and I plan to get that before World War II as well. If I can get the double Master Prestige, that will be pretty freaking awesome. But I've got 52% challenges complete for multiplayer now. We've went over the halfway point. I believe when I hit 8th Prestige I was around like 49 or something like that. So I'm pretty happy to be over halfway, but I don't really go out of my way to complete challenges in this game, so I'm not expecting myself to ever get 100% in this game. We have 23,778 kills, which is around 3,000 more than last Prestige, which is probably about average for me actually. And we have 810 wins as well as 2.9 million score, which is pretty awesome, almost at 3 million score right there. My KD is 1.79, and I'll quickly check what it was when I last prestiged. It was 1.77, so KD has actually gone up a bit, which is quite surprising because I obviously had a break from this game, so I thought my KD might have dropped. But my win-loss, however, has actually dropped. It is now 2.52, which is pretty low, and the main reason for that is because when I've been grinding out the contracts, I've been like leaving games which I've joined in progress if I think I'll never win it, and if it doesn't finish for a while, I've just left the game. I've sort of stopped caring about my win-loss a little bit, and that is why it has dropped from around 2.7 to 2.5. The weapons I've mainly been using recently in Black Ops 3 have been the Kuda, the Man of War, as well as the Razorback. The VMP sort of fell off a little bit for me. I'm not a huge fan of that gun because the recoil just seems a little bit too inconsistent in my opinion, and I much prefer using the Kuda as a replacement for the VMP. I'd say my weapon spread is fairly good. My Kuda is my most used gun, as you can see, and that's only around 12% of my total kills in the game, so I don't really main out one gun in this game, and I do like to switch it up from time to time. I've also gained a bunch of new DLC weapons this Prestige, which I'll go over quickly. We've got the lefty melee weapon, which I have 0 kills with, because I literally just got it. I think I got it at like level 55 when I opened my triple play, so haven't used that one yet. We also got the L4 Siege fairly early on, which I only have 8 kills with. Don't really use it that much, to be honest. We got the FFAR, which I have 38 kills with. Once again, I unlocked it at like level 55, so I haven't had much time to use the FFAR, but I will make a gameplay on it fairly soon, so expect that as well. I also got the ballistic knife from my triple play, which I only have 6 kills with. It is pretty fun to use, but I don't use it that much because, I mean, I might as well just use a normal gun. It's probably a lot more powerful. And finally, I also got the DIY Renovator, which I have 79 kills with. I'm not a huge fan of that gun, honestly. I've been trying to grind out the attachments for it to maybe see if like rapid fire is really good on it, but I'm just not a huge fan. I think it's really hard to use efficiently, but that sums up the recap for my weapons. Moving on to the other stuff, starting with the specialists. Mainly this Prestige I've been using Combat Focus and the Annihilator and a little bit of the Purifier as well. I'm a huge fan of Combat Focus, but I'm not sure how much it actually helps me because I have a really low kills per game with Combat Focus compared with things like the Annihilator or the Purifier, so I've been using the Annihilator a bit more as of like late Prestige. And for kill streaks, my typical setup is a UAV, a Cerberus and a Hater. Pretty standard. You get a lot of assist score with the UAV and Hater, which I'm a big fan of, but I've been switching up the Cerberus. Sometimes I've been using like a hardened Sentry, which I've been finding is pretty good as well. And finally, for the game modes, I've been playing pretty much only Team Deathmatch because I've been grinding out the triple play contract, and if you're in a 6-man party with Team Deathmatch, you can grind out wins super quickly. I've been playing a little bit of Search and Destroy as well, and I finally got my first ever win in Capture the Flag on Black Ops 3. It was the only game mode in this combat record which I had 0 wins on, and I believe I now have 2 wins, and the main reason I played that is because there was a little bit of time where it was double crypto keys, so I played a couple of games, but I'm not a huge fan of it. So they were my stats, and now we're going to hit Prestige 9 in the game. The icon for this thing is a little bit weird. It's definitely not my favourite. It's some like weird Medusa looking thing. I would say I prefer Prestige 8 a little bit, but I mean this one looks okay, I would say. And for my permanent unlock, I'm going to keep Scavenger because it's just such a useful perk. I use it on like all of my submachine gun classes and most of my assault rifle ones as well. And it is a super late unlock, you get it at level 44, so I don't want to grind out all those levels without Scavenger, that would be pretty painful. But there we have it, I'm finally 9th Prestige in Black Ops 3 multiplayer on that grind for Master Prestige. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what level you are down in the comments below. And if you want to see more Call of Duty videos, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.